Guys, welcome to Colossus Mathematics class. Don't forget to subscribe, like and share this video. Alright, so in today's class we want to talk about the quadrants. Now we know that under the quadrant we have fourth quadrant, and then we also know that the quadrant moves in the anti-clockwise direction. That means it moves in this direction. I get what I'm saying now. It moves in this direction like this. Are you seeing that now? It moves in direction like this. Are you seeing now? In this direction, that's what positive. Once it's moving in this anti-clockwise direction, it is what? It is positive. Are you following now? In the anti-clockwise, it will give what? Positive. But when it moves in clockwise direction like this, let's change this. When it moves in direction like this, when it moves in direction like this, then it will give you what? Negative. Are you seeing that now? When it moves in clockwise, when it moves in clockwise, it will give us what? Negative. Are you seeing that now? That is why we said under here, under this quadrant, you know, this place, let's change this again. Let's use purple. So under this now, we know this first quadrant is what? Is 90. Let's change this to green. Under this quadrant is what? 90 degree. Are you seeing that now? This is 90 degree. This place is what? This place is 180 degree. This place is what? 270 degree. And this place is what? 360 degree. Are you seeing that now? So what does that mean? This means that anything under here will not pass. Anything that is at 90 degree will be in first quadrant. Anything at 180 degree will be on second. Anything 270 will be on third. Anything 360 will be on what? On fourth quadrant. Are you seeing that now? Now, how many trigonometric function do we have? We have 6 trigonometric function. We have the sine theta, we have the cos theta, we have cos theta, we have tan theta, we have cosec theta, we have sec theta, then we have cot theta. Are you seeing that now? These are the 6 trigonometric function that we have. I get what I'm saying now? And that is what brings us to our topic today, which is what? The SOHCAHTOA, and the what? And the CHOHCAHTOA. Now you see, I want you to note that the CHOHCAHTOA, this, let's use it now. This SOHCAHTOA, I get what I'm saying? This SOHCAHTOA is the original sine angle that we all know. These 3 are the ones that we are familiar with. I get what I'm saying? But you see, this remaining 3 now, these remaining 3 are the inverse. These remaining 3 are the what? Are the inverse of the previous 3. I see. That means cosec. This cosec, if you look at this, so you know that so is what? Opposite over what? Hypotenuse. And you know 1 over opposite over hypotenuse. As a mathematics student, you will know that this one will give you what? Hypotenuse over opposite, and that is what you see here. That's the inverse. Are you seeing that? The inverse, 1 over opposite over hypotenuse. So that means cosec means 1 over what? Sine. Are you seeing that now? Cosec means what? 1 over sine. Sec means 1 over cos. Are you seeing that? And then tan, and then cot rather. Cot means 1 over what? Over tan. Are you seeing that now? Now most times on your calculator that you don't have these three values on your calculator. So what do? Anytime you are asked to do anything cosec, sec or cot on your calculator, what you do is you just do 1 over. I get what I'm saying. So let's take for instance, if you want to do let's say you want to do something like cosec 45 degree. Now are you seeing that you cannot get cosec on your calculator? So what you press on your calculator will be, you can either press it like this. You can either press 1 over sine 40 what 5. Why? Because I know that the cosec is the inverse of what? Sine. Are you seeing that now? Cosec is the inverse of sine. Or you can press it like this. You can press sine 45. You can press sine 45 all raised to power minus 1. You know, this is the same thing. So if you press these two things on your calculator, you are going to get the answer. But if you press, you know, some of you that used to press, you will not say shift inverse. You will not say shift. If you do shift cos, shift sine. Some of you that will say shift sine. Shift sine is different to what's it called? The inverse of sine. I get what I'm saying. Shift inverse is different from sine. Are you following now? All right. So that is the first major thing that you need to know. So let's see a question. Before we see the question, you know the usual this thing. I get what I'm saying. I already told you that under this place. So let me explain one more thing under that quadrant. You know, if you have this quadrant like this now, are you seeing that? You know that anything under this place is either what? 0 less than what? Less than theta. 0 less than theta less than or equal to what? 90 degree. I get what I'm saying now. Less than or equal to what? 90 degree. That means anything under that will be in this first quadrant. Are you seeing that? Then this second quadrant is what? 90 less than or equal to what? Theta less than or equal to what? 180 degree. 180 degree. Are you seeing that? And then here we have 180 degree less than or equal to what? Theta less than or equal to what? 270 degree. And here we have 270 degree less than or equal to what? Theta less than or equal to what? 360 degree. So under this first quadrant, all trigonometric functions are what? Are positive. Under this first quadrant, all trigonometric functions are what? Positive. That means sine is positive. Sine is positive. Cos is also what? Positive. Cos is also positive. Tan is also what? Positive. Are you seeing that now? What's the other one now? Cosec. Are you seeing? Which is the inverse of sine. That's also what? Positive. Then we have what? Sec. That's also what? Positive. And then we have cot, which is also what? Positive. Are you seeing? So under the first quadrant, all trigonometric functions are positive. But under the second, only sine and the inverse. What's the inverse of sine? Cosec. Only sine and its inverse are positive. I hope you are noting that. Only sine and its inverse are what? Are positive. Every other functions are negative. That means cos is negative, tan is negative, sec is negative, and cot is negative. That is why you will notice that in your calculator, once you press, if you press sine 90 and cos 90, tan 90 and all these other things, you will be getting positive answer or 0. But once you press cos 91 or tan 91 within 90 to 180, you will get negative answer. Are you following? You will get a what? A negative answer. And what does that mean? You see, check your calculator and press cos. Just press cos 91. Just press cos. It is just a difference of 1. It is just a difference of 1. And because of that difference, that means it has shifted from first quadrant to what? To second quadrant. It can no longer be under first quadrant. It's now under what? The second quadrant. Are you following that now? So you will get negative because cos is negative under here. Are you seeing that now? Now, under the third quadrant, under this third quadrant, only tan is positive, and the inverse. What's the inverse of tan? Cot. Only tan and its inverse are what? Are positive. Every other thing are negative. So you will notice that if you press, let's say, sine under this place, use your calculator and confirm it. If you press sine 181 only, you just even press, let's even say 185, you will get negative answer. Why? Because under this place, sine is what? Is negative. Sine, cos, they are all negative. The only positive values is what? Tan and the inverse. Are you following now? So, but under the fourth quadrant now, only cos is positive, and the inverse, which is what? Sec is also what? Positive. Are you seeing that now? So under here, only cos is positive. That's why if you press cos 270, cos 271 to 360, you will get positive. But if you press cos 270, you will get negative, because 270 is still under third quadrant. But once you press 270 point something, it has already entered the fourth quadrant, and that will give you what? Positive answer. Do you understand that now? That will give you what? Positive answer. So that is what I want to explain to you here. All right, so let's try to see some example. Let's say I have a question like this, that a question that says, given that sine theta, let's say the question says, given that sine theta is equal to what? 4 over 5. Where the question says, where 90 degree is less than or equal to theta, less than or equal to what? 180. Are you seeing that now? Then the question now say find cos. The question says find cos theta and tan theta. Are you seeing that? And tan theta. Then the other three values. We want to find the other three values. Now, how do you do this? It's very simple. Now you can see here, you are given sine theta equal to what? 4 over 5. What does sine theta implies? We know that sine is what? Sine is opposite over what? Hypotenuse. Abi. So that means this is my what? Opposite. This is my what? Hypotenuse. Are you seeing that now? So if I want to get my adjacent, because for me to do cos is scar. Cos is what? Is adjacent over hypotenuse. Are you seeing that? Cos is adjacent over hypotenuse. So let's just use it as HP. Then tan is what? Opposite over adjacent. Are you seeing that now? Opposite over adjacent. Then cosec. If I want to do cosec, don't forget I said cosec is the inverse of sine. That means what? Hypotenuse over what? Over opposite. Are you seeing? Then sec is the inverse of cos. That's what? Hypotenuse over what? Adjacent. Hypotenuse over adjacent. And then cot, which is inverse of sine, inverse of tan. That's what? Adjacent over what? Opposite. I think now you can see that in these things now I need my adjacent. Now for us to get adjacent, we are going to use the Pythagoras theorem. And what is that? The Pythagoras theorem states that what? Hypotenuse squared is equal to what? Opposite squared plus adjacent squared. I think that will be what? What's our hypotenuse here? That's what? 5 squared equal to what? 4 squared plus a squared. Let's call our adjacent a. I think that. So this will be what? 25 equal to what? 16 plus what? A squared. And that will give us what? 25 minus 16 equal to what? A squared. And that means our a squared is now equal to what? 9. And that means our a is equal to what? Square root of what? 9, which will make our a to be equal to what? Plus or minus 3. That means our adjacent is plus or minus 3. I see. Now we want to now do the first part. Now if you look at, we already have our sine. We already know that our sine is this. Now what will now be our cos? Now I want you to notice something here. Our cos theta is what? Is adjacent over hypotenuse. I see. What's our adjacent here? Plus or minus 3 over what? Our hypotenuse is what? Is 5. Now but you will not determine this plus or minus 3. Now you will not determine, this thing 90 less than theta less than 180 is under which quadrant? If you check, 90 is under which quadrant? You can see that is under, where is it? I think this is where I said it. You can see that is under the second quadrant. And under the second quadrant, we said cos is negative under second quadrant. Yes or yes? So since cos is negative under second quadrant, that means the only possible answer here will be that what? That cos theta is equal to what? Minus 3 over what? Over 5. Why? Because it is under the second quadrant. Are you seeing that now? Because it is under the second quadrant. Then what about cosec? If I want to do cosec will be what? Hypotenuse, which is what? 5 over opposite. Our opposite is what? 4. You can see that I did not use the adjacent here at all. And remember, cosec under the second quadrant. Cosec under the second quadrant, which is this place. We say cosec is positive, and you can see that our answer is what? Is positive, because only sine and cosec are positive in the second quadrant. Do you understand that? So now I want you to tell me what the answer of tan will be, what the answer of cot will be, and what the answer of of sec. So you are telling me the answer I want for you to give me in the comment section is what? Tell me the answer of tan theta. Is it positive or negative? Tell me the answer of what? Sec theta. And tell me the answer of what? Cot theta in the comment section. Alright, so thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and always share this video. So this is what we call the SOHCAHTOA and the CHO-SHAKAO. The CHO-SHAKAO are the inverse of the SOHCAHTOA. Alright, so thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video. Alright, I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.